What's up, guys? Welcome to Noah Jacob TV, or welcome back. I'm going to give you guys a major update on just my mindset, my life, where I've been mentally, and then how I see my life moving forward. I want to start doing these more consistently because you guys are my community. A lot of you guys are really family for real. You've been here for years upon years. And if you are new to this channel, welcome to Noah Jacob TV. It is currently expanding in all different types of content, not just content. I'm expanding, my mindset is changing. So with all of that, I already know the content is going to be expanding and things are going to be different and it's going to be amazing and beautiful. And the creation is what's most important. And that's what's going to be really upgrading for real, for real. So firstly, my mindset. I'm 25 years old now, and I feel myself instinctually thinking longer term. Like I'm recognizing more and more who I am. I'm much more of a minimalist. I like to simplify things, and I realized that even like when it came to fashion, like I do like putting certain outfits together, but for the most part, I don't need all these different types of clothing in my closet. I could wear a black tee and a white t-shirt every single day. And sometimes it could feel as if the fashion that you're wearing, you could be trying to fit in or whatever it is, but it's really just a matter of like figuring out who I am. And that's something I realized about myself recently. I bought a motorcycle yesterday. That has been my dream. Like, ooh! It has been a childhood dream of mine. I kid you not. I would collect motorcycles. Like I would beg my mom after school some days to go to Toys R Us. Toys R Us. To buy different motorcycles. Little motorcycles like this. And I still have them to this day. It's in my parents' house. I still have them to this day. I'm talking about all types. I just want to grow the collection. And I've been thinking about it for so long, like getting a motorcycle for so long, and I finally got it yesterday. And it made me realize I had a bigger epiphany than just getting the motorcycle itself. It made me realize that one of the gifts of becoming a man or growing into your manhood is the ability to make your childhood dreams come true. And that's something I actually strive for at this point. Like I strive to actually remember the dreams of mine as a child. Because when you were a child, like you were just so, like you knew what you wanted when you were a child. You get what I'm saying? It didn't matter what your parents told you. It didn't matter who told you anything. Like your parents could be like, oh yeah, now I want you to become a lawyer or a doctor. You'd be like, nah, I want to become an astronaut. You get what I'm saying? I want to become a race car driver. I want to become a singer. And you were just so animate about it. I was just so animate about certain things in my life. And one of them was getting a motorcycle and riding it. And I didn't just get any motorcycle. I got my dream motorcycle. That video will be dropping. And if you're watching this, more likely than not, it's already up. So stay tuned for that. No one knows. Y'all are the second people that know. The first person I told was the person that came with me to get the motorcycle, and she helped film. So she's the only one that knows at this point in time. And you're the second person I'm telling right now. So you're gonna see the video. It's so dope. But yeah, it allowed me to have that bigger epiphany about life and going from boy to man. You get what I'm saying? Because there's on the internet specifically, depending on your sphere of influence, who you hang around, like it's so easy to let their interests influence you or like let their thoughts of you, like kind of like dictate who you are or kind of like weave you out into a different path than what you genuinely wanted. You know what I'm saying? Like in your soul, like that childhood want, like that what you wanted as a child. That's really what matters the most. And that's what I'm recognizing more and more, because those are the things that it didn't matter who else in the world liked it. You weren't doing it for no one else but you. You get what I'm saying? And that's where I find like genuine, true happiness, like true like fulfillment. Like when I'm doing something that I know in my heart, like in my soul that I enjoy doing. Not just doing it. It's not performative. You get what I'm saying? Like it's not just doing it to fit in. It's not just doing it for other people or what they think you should be doing. Secondly, I definitely want to be traveling more. I haven't been taking advantage of my dream job, which has been content creation, posting on YouTube. I've been doing this for a decade now. I've been doing it for a very long time, and I haven't been traveling as much as I should be traveling. Like last year, I went to Dominican Republic. I went to Costa Rica. Those were the two places that I went. But even like I enjoyed it. Big time enjoyed it. But both of those trips, like, they were limited because I wasn't fully using my imagination and creativity when I went over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different things you can do in different countries, or just the fact of enjoying it, like, while you're there. I want to travel more, and God has blessed me with this right here that I can do. I can make content. I can talk to my community, to my family, and allow you guys to experience it with me. And that's the most beautiful thing. Like, we're able to experience each other's experiences together. And I never want to take that for granted with what God has blessed me with my dream, you know what I'm saying? My dream job per se. It is definitely a job for sure. I think people underestimate the craft of content creation, which actually goes into something that's been on my mind a lot recently about my generation of content creators. Now, there are so many different content creators. You can't really put a box on content creators because all of it flows from the person itself. And, the content that a person creates, it is coming from who they are as a person, whether it's their like their alter ego, their persona that they want to put on the internet. It's still coming from that individual itself. And I've been realizing that one of the mainstream content, like forms of content creation, is streaming now. We've all seen it. Streaming. That's like the mainstream, at least for the culture itself, because that's where that's where the eyeballs are right now. It's the clips overload, and then also the streaming. That's where rappers want to go. You see different celebrities on streaming and stuff like that. But I've been realizing when it comes to my generation and streaming, there's been like a lot of humiliating things going on. And I mean, like, just like thinking about it from like a real life perspective. You get what I'm saying? There's a lot of humiliating things that I can think about on top of my head. And it's not even like those humiliating things where shit happens. You get what I'm saying? Like when I was in second grade, I threw up in the classroom. You get like, and it's just something that happens. I didn't do it intentionally. I didn't purposely do it, but that's something that happens that can be kind of embarrassing. And I don't ever remember feeling the feeling of embarrassment, but that's like something that can be humiliating, doing that in front of a class. But now it's kind of like one clip that just keeps coming up to mind is like Kai Cenat, like he got coned with the ice cream in his car.
It's a ass nigga. You waste my fucking time all the fucking time. You waste your time, bro. All you want to do, gang. All you want to do.
No, we don't get home.
And then like, listen. No. I always all in your face too, gang. This is for a funny mic and all that.
It's like, damn, okay. Kind of humiliating. I really think it all started with Aiden Ross though. And I'm not saying this, it's all love. It's just my observation of where, like the mainstream content creation is going and what it takes in that realm to actually get the views and attention. There's only it's like a 1% of people that can make this type of content and not have to humiliate themselves to be mainstream. And it's like, bro, like why are we getting to that point? And there are so many other examples. There's people literally rubbing themselves in peanut butter for views.
Fuck are we talking about, nigga? Oh, I can't consume milk. I'm allergic to peanuts.
I've just seen so many different things. I'll throw up clips.
Hey, yo, look.
Waist, big booty, I'm a whacker down. My nigga in the cut, in the party with the snacks around. I'm his.
Yeah.
There is no point. Did you see him again? Fuck and you protect him?
Pick me up. Go around here. Come on. Yo! Hey! No!
And the list goes on, you know, and it's become cool to act gay. Like, when has it become like a thing for young men to act gay? Like, let's really think about that for real. Like, as a father, imagine yourself being a father and you see your son on the internet acting gay. Like, whether he's gay or not, but you see him dropping it low, talking all zesty, doing all this back and forth for some views. Hey, you tell me, is acting gay? You tell me. That's something that you gotta let me know. Is acting gay? That's a very good question. That's a very good question, actually, because it started with Aiden Ross. Aiden Ross, I think, like, it's come to the point like where I wouldn't be surprised if he's gay, and that's just one of the bigger streamers. But then it's literally flowing down to all the younger streamers too. Like, it became a trend, and it's like, I get it. They're young. I remember when I was younger, I did a video for some views. I was about 17 years old. Title of it was, I'm gay. Wild ass title. It got all the views in the world. Never once did I ever act gay. The only thing I said is that I'm gay, and that was me saying that I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did one video that could be borderline like that for sure. You get what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, I was happy. I was happy. I wasn't acting shit out. I wasn't doing homosexual antics. You get what I'm saying? You see that now. Ain't no doubt about it. And then I'm realizing that it goes deeper than just my generation. Because my generation, they're acting gay. But all the celebrities where the eyeballs are going before my generation, you had pretty much celebrities. You know, you had actors, you know, like Martin Lawrence, you had Kevin Hart. And, you know, that's the generation of entertainers before my generation of entertainers, because we're all watching the shift happen right now. You have the dudes like Dave Chappelle. He could be funny. He is literally a comedian. He's one of the best comedians because he involves truth in it. He's not acting gay. Never really seen him do no questionable things for attention or, you know, like demoralizing himself or degrading himself for some attention and things like that. But then we also have to think about the humiliation ritual of all these men in Hollywood putting on dresses. It's not a new concept. We're just seeing it in a different form now. But the main difference of this form is that these streamers are like they're planning on doing it. Like, yeah, I'm gonna do this. You got what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna be like this. Before, it was different because they'll be with the label or that director, and they're like, nah, it'll be best if you put on this dress for this scene. And then the actor makes the decision whether they're gonna put on that dress for the scene. And then usually when they put on that dress, I think Cat Williams was saying this, when they put on that dress, they're not really unsuccessful after that. Honestly speaking, it shows how solidified they are in their values as a man. You know, that's what it really shows. And now if you have grown men doing that, it just gets to a point. And I really believe that even like the older entertainers that are in the sphere of influence with these younger entertainers acting gay for attention, they should be letting them know, bro, like, bro, you gotta, on some real shit, you gotta stop. Because it's a digital footprint. Like, that stuff is going to be there when you're 40. Like, when you're 40, gang, like, it's a digital footprint. That's what I'm realizing about this generation of content creation. And I'm realizing that I really don't fit in that type of way. And it's completely fine. If there's anyone that's ever wanted to create content, do what you want to do, which ties back to what I was just talking about in the beginning. Do what you want to do, whatever format it is. And sometimes you could just do what you want to do in real life and just record it. Because honestly speaking, a lot of the times, consistency beats anything else. You could create one banger video a month. It'll do well if everything on it is like to the T. Or you could create 10 videos a month just showing face. Because you got to think about it this way also. People just get comfortable with seeing you. You know what I'm saying? And now I'm getting into like content creation, but that's really what it is. Like, the more you see a person's face, the more comfortable you get with them, the more you hear their voice, like, okay, I know this person. You know, like, okay, cool. Like, you could think about it, going to the gym, you see the same faces every day. Or even going to school or work, whatever it is. You don't need to humiliate yourself on the internet. You don't need to. And I don't think people even want to. Like, it's not. There's other ways to make people laugh. You feel like if you want to be funny, there are other ways to make people laugh. Guaranteed. Overall, major update. Motorcycle. I was really contemplating getting a dog, but I realized, like, I was about to just pull the trigger on the dog, but then I realized I want to travel. You know what I'm saying? A dog is like a real life child for real. So I decided just to commit to the motorcycle, because the dog is still a childhood dream of mine, you know, to get a dog. But that's gonna be with time to come. I wanted to get a King Corso. I still want to get a King Corso. They're just so beautiful and big and dominant and powerful and protective, like all of it. You know, it can resemble me in a lot of ways. So that's why I would want to get it. And I understand. I like that about it. You feel what I'm saying? I love that about the dog specifically, because, like, I would just be a phenomenal owner. I would make sure I'm at least spending like 30 minutes a day, if not more, especially for the first year. You know what I'm saying? Because that dog needs to know who the hell is owner. Dog needs to know his owner, especially a dog like that. But that would be like, that's another part of my childhood dream, to have a dog. And then obviously we have the wife and children, but that one's way far down the line. You know? Especially when talking, I'm gonna be honest, when talking to these women nowadays too, it's kind of rough. It's kind of rough, you know? Because both people need to know what they want. A lot of people don't even know what they want, bruh. Like, it's crazy we've come to the point where we need to, like, really, like, dig deep to find out what we actually want. Or we need to experience what we thought we wanted to know that we don't want that. You know, so it's a lot of experiencing, living life to actually figure out what we want and don't want. But I can definitely say that now I'm at the point where I am instinctually thinking more long term. And what I mean by instinctually, like before, a couple years back, like I could force myself to think long term. Like I could think long term and be like, yeah, that makes sense, but then not exactly move in a long term manner, or still just want that, want that quick shit. So it's like you don't really want that long. You don't want something long term. But now I actually like I'm recognizing my desire is for that the more long term, when it comes to relationships and even things that I get, like I would rather it be really, really nice and have it for a longer period of time, especially with me being more of a minimalist and, so I'd rather just get something quality over quantity, quality over quantity. And I'm recognizing that now. So that's where I'm at right now, family, Hit that subscribe button if you are new to Noah Jacob TV. Welcome, welcome. Many vlogs to come. I'm a very spontaneous person. I like to just do shit on the whim. Like I already told y'all, no one knows. I'm not talking no more. I'm not talking no more. I've done enough talking in the mirror, talking to other people. It's just time to just do it. Like, just get to business. There's no need to talk anymore. You get what I'm saying? This is why I'm moving the way I'm moving now. It's just, do what you're talking about instead of talking about what you're talking about. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. And that's how, that's how I want all, like, that's a beautiful place to be. It's a beautiful place to be, and that's how, that's how I strive to continuously move, Yeah. Because doing gets you in the motion of doing more. And I was thinking about this, like, even in the Bible, it says whoever has will be given more. And usually what it takes to have is either having that faith that you're going to get, or working to actually have. Whichever one you want to place it on, the work or the faith. Since you have, you will have more, because that means you're now in that habit of doing and getting. You're in the habit of doing, getting, attracting, instead of just in the habit of thinking and talking. I want to work and I want to get in that habit of doing. I want to get in that habit of making shit happen. Call me Mr. Make It Happen. I want to get in that habit. That's the habit to really get in. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, family, comment all your thoughts down below. You can comment your favorite dog. Mine is Cane Corso. Comment your favorite motorcycle if you know about motorcycles. Check out the motorcycle video. And just anything that really like spoke to you in this video, any thoughts that popped up in your mind. I want to know. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure a lot of other people watching this video want to know too. Like, the comment section could be very, 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 very fucking lit. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be like really lit in the comment section. So let's make that happen. Let's make the comment section very lit. But yeah, man, I'm also praying for my generation of content creators, because I see a lot going on. I see how the digital world is taking over people's minds. And there's a real life. There's a real life that we forget, like bringing it back to our childhood. There was this life was like very, very vivid and bright before, like feeling as if you needed like this wild amount of attention, doing wild things, you know what I'm saying? But hey, family, I'm gonna catch y'all. Peace. Love y'all.